Man, I straight up lied to y'all, and you never would have let me live it down. I am sitting here at the end of the year, and I am going through my PlayStation clips and making sure that I've used everything that I wanted to use before 2024. So I thought I was finished, and then I just happened to look at one of my profiles, and man, I had some great clips on here from a night where I was trying to invade with Peeve, and this kept happening. Peeve has already defeated the phantom of this Taunter's tongued host, right? So this host is running around with a Taunter's tongue, so they can be invaded by 2 invaders, and they are probably, you know, either one, completely not expecting somebody to be streaming who is dragging all these invaders along with them. All these other invaders are trying to invade with Peeve. So they're either not expecting that, or they are expecting that. That's what they're trying to get invaded by Peeve, because they're watching him stream and they want to get invaded by Peeve. And so they have used the Taunter's tongue to make themselves you know, most invadable, as it were. Now, some of them maybe will turn the Taunter's tongue off as soon as someone invades, and then they'll try and kill the invader before a second invader gets in. The problem with that is there's a little bit of a grace period, Elden Ring, no pun intended, where a second invader can still get in. And so if you're trying to, you know, get a streamer like that, and there's a person like me who is just a lifeless Elden Ring playing automaton, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in every time. The problem is Peeve keeps absolutely deleting these people before I can get in there, and so it always just ends up me and Peeve chasing around a solo host. And you know, it is what it is, basically. What I need to happen in order for this to work is I need to have Peeve caught off guard, right? And to not be able to just immediately dismantle these groups. I need him to get caught off guard to give me a chance to get in, so that there can actually be like some fun 2v2 stuff. This person here, super laggy, as you can see. I was experiencing their lag. Peeve was also experiencing their lag. And, you know, I thought, well, I'll just run around and act like a crazy person to give Peeve a little bit of an advantage against this crazy lag. You know, this person, I know that I'm not going to do anything other than this, but this person doesn't know that. They don't know that I'm just being a big goof, right? So they're, you know, at a little bit of a disadvantage there. This was Peeve using his assassin build, where he just kind of like sneaks around and chases people, and he's invisible. And I am using one of my Carrion Knight builds. This is at level 200. And I really love Bastard Stars on this build, because Bastard Stars can true combo into pretty much any spell that you want it to combo into, once your cast speed is high enough. And I've got max cast speed, I'm pretty sure. I'll show the stats off for this build at the end of the video. Pretty sure I've got max cast speed. This is around level 200. I didn't feel like going all the way to level 200, so I stopped at like 180 something, high enough to where I'm invading level 200, but I don't have to put in the time and kill all these enemies and go into New Game Plus 2. You know, look, Peeve just absolutely dismantling stuff before I can even get to it, you know? Sad. He was in that invasion. I was watching his stream. I know he was there. Finally, Peeve thinks that this host is AFK, and so he's fighting the Phantom. and then he goes to check on the host, and it turns out the host is not AFK, and they get the jump on Peeve. Finally, now we have ourselves an invasion. Look at this build, my friends. Look at this build. Look at the combos. Look at what it can do. Look at how quickly it goes. I love this build so much. I'm a huge fan of Carrion Greatsword and a Duelist Moonblade. I love both of those spells so much. They can be kind of hard to hit, but the Nebula Ash of War on Bastard Stars makes it very easy to hit those because it just combos into it. And you know, then if somebody manages to survive that, you have even more spells that you can start casting. But the good luck hitting, you know, most people aren't going to survive that. And then watch this. Look at him. Finger me. Incredible. Unbelievable. Flicking me off. Even though I took off my I took off my clothes in a show of deference. He didn't care. He didn't care. You might remember from earlier in this video. Peeve's build, by the way, is like anti-magic as hell. He takes no damage from magic, and it's one of those. It's perfect because like I might accidentally be hitting people with magic with this build, and so it's such a relief to know that if I accidentally hit him, he's fine because his build is just like made to be anti-magic. Anyway, I interrupted myself. A couple minutes ago, I showed an invasion off where Peeve, you know, killed these two guys before I could even get up here. So I invaded here again, and they did have the Taunter's Tongue active again. And so you'll see. I'm not sure if that was the. I think that was the blue thing. Maybe I can't tell the difference. I know that wasn't the Taunter's Tongue, because the Taunter's Tongue they hold up in the air with both hands, and then there's like a slice gesture. So I'm pretty sure that was the blue thing. I don't know if that was them turning it on or off. But yeah. Anyway, as soon as it goes back to 2v2 here, we're able to ha-wham, ha-bam. I love this build so much. It's anything that makes Carrion Greatsword likely to hit is immediately right up my alley, because Carrion Greatsword can true combo into Carrion Slicer, or it can true combo into you know, a regular attack with a weapon, like an R1, a light attack, if you will. And so it just lends itself to like playing this chain combo mage, and I absolutely love it. This is also just some random invasion. I got this at a later time, just so I would have something to sort of show off, you know, all of the stuff that the build can do. This was 3 people getting ready to fight Borealis, the dragon that hangs out here, and the enemies are so trash in multiplayer. Like, there's one guy fighting Borealis right now, and Borealis is just going to give up on trying to fight that guy and just wander off somewhere. And so then the guy, like, is able to come over here. The other 2 dudes never had to worry about Borealis. Borealis never did anything to, like, bother them. But, you know, they're far enough away that this lobster is able to, like, focus on them one at a time, and that's a problem. You definitely don't want to be doing that. Look at this. People have been asking me to play with Zamora Ice Storm on stream, and I've played around with it a little bit. Zamora Ice Storm is another spell that I think you could really do some cool combo stuff with. And so that's something that I'm definitely going to play around with a little bit more. The hit stun on it is... It's like standing under Borealis. You know when Borealis does that shriek, and you're just getting hit stunned over and over and over and over again, and you can't really move? Zamora Ice Storm has that. And so, like, the idea there is that it would be able to combo into some stuff. The problem is that Zamora Ice Storm's cast time is very long with regards to everything, but especially the recovery. It takes a while to recover from casting it, and that is not great when you're trying to, you know, do combos. So that's something that I'm gonna have to like mess around with a little bit, but I'm sure there's a way we can find that will make this work. We might rely on carrying Piercer into carrying Greatsword or a Duelist Moonblade, something like that maybe. I don't know yet, but it's something that I definitely do want to play around with a little bit more, because it's potentially pretty cool combo bait. Zamor Ice Storm is also like hard to hit people with though, so that's something to consider. It's not a spell you're just going to cast out of neutral and have a lot of luck with. But there's the build. Like I said, pretty sure when you take into account Radigan's icon, that's max cast speed. 50 dex plus 30, I think. So that should be max cast speed. I think it's... Is it 70? It might be a little over. It might be a little over max cast speed. Anyway, that's the build. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Peeve for making it happen. I'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all.